bit bumpy. Welcome back to another episode of going around the UK in a tiny speedboat. We're going to go see Ryan at Ribworks. We're going back to the boatyard.
Of a run up, ready?
Welcome to Pimp My Boat. So we come back to see Ryan. This is the new home of the company setting up Ribworks.
Right, so here it is. Still looking good. So we're in Ryan's new workshop. It already feels like you moved in.
Yeah, it's getting there. Like, when I first moved in, there was like literally just a pile of stuff on the floor.
So the last big piece of the jigsaw are the tubes. They're 45 years old, made of Hypalon rubber. They're still going strong, but they're showing signs of wear.
As you say, we've got a few holes here. It's thin there, isn't it? Feel it there. Feel how thin it is.
When you're just pootling around the harbour, you could probably get away with it, but when you need to be able to rely on your tube, 100%.
All right, so all this is going. What about the rubbing strake?
I have got other rubbing strakes that have got. Yeah, it's got the same sort of profile.
Yeah. Clip on that. I mean, that feels more sturdy.
Yeah. These are all boats that I built when I was working at Ribcraft. Obviously, this is Dutch police boat, Thames Rib Experience.
Oh, you did those?
Many people have seen them.
I've seen those. Yeah.
The 50 horsepower Honda engine has done us proud. It's a few years old now, and unfortunately, the owners of the engine need it back. This engine was only on loan, but don't worry, because there's a plan for the new one.
Big bolts coming out. So I'll switch off power. Steering cable's coming off. The oil. Dashboard's coming off. Right, we've got the controller out. Look at that. Here's the steering tube.
Engine's ready to go back. Still in pretty good nick. Just had one careful owner.
You've served us well. So the first issue we just realised, Ryan's just noticed, we snapped the A-frame. So it's literally ripping this bit. That's still glued on there, yeah.
But basically you're just ripping the glue away.
Yeah.
It's coming off. Oh, look at that. So there are the tubes. You made that look pretty easy.
That was quite an easy one.
Was it?
Yeah.
So it wasn't that well held on?
No. Towards the back, it almost fell off.
Look at that. So there are the tubes. And there's Goodwin with no tubes. Wow, looks so different. Look at that, just the hull. On the trailer, it looks like a sort of dune buggy with the A-frame. Oh, very nice. Get it straight.
Right, we're at the bottom of the transom here, and Ryan's noticed these cracks. So it's cracked on this side and on the far side where the transom's been slamming. Yes, new cracks on the back of the brand new transom. Those waves really took their toll. So now we're debating whether we should actually do some more fiberglassing and beef up the transom even more. So Ryan thinks we should go for some more G10.
I think we should encase the whole transom in a bit of G10 just to give it that extra strength.
Well, the thing is, while we're in here, it's very easy to access it all.
Yeah.
Once the tubes go back on.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot more hard work. You're going to have to do stuff to then undo it, to then
Yeah.
So.
Man, so this is turning into quite a big job.
Boats is never simple.
So potentially a whole new layer going on the back to just make sure that it doesn't crack again. The other issue that Ryan has found is the A-frame has snapped. Okay. So there is a bit more damage. So I think that's a good one for me to try and weld. Tell me about, so these are Hypalon tubes.
Yeah, this is old Avon fabric. Phenomenal fabric, really. So this boat's nearly 45 years old. It's a testament to the fabric. Unfortunately, you can't get hold of it anymore, so we're going to be retubing it out of Pennell Orca fabric. It's actually Hypalon on the front, then it has a weave in the middle, and then it's actually neoprene on the back.
Oh, is it? These are our new leaf field valves. We're going to reuse these. Ryan's going to add in some of these pressure relief valves. So if the pressure gets too high, these just go tsh.
When it gets up to pressure, it just goes.
What is the pressure, do you reckon?
Depends on what pressure release valve you put in there.
Oh, okay, right, so you get different ones.
Yeah, I'd advise running at about 3.
Right, 3 psi.
3 psi.
Maybe, oh, tell me about the cones in the back.
Yeah, we might as well reuse them because they're pretty good.
So what is in there?
It's like a rubber moulding. This seam here, I'll pull that apart and then that'll open out into one panel. And then I'll be able to lay that on the new fabric, draw around it, cut around it, and then that'll be my new panel. So what I've got to do now is start stripping all of the bits off of the tube, turn it back into just a bare tube, take all those panels apart. So I've got a set of templates to lay on the new fabric.
I can't believe I'm looking at tubes without the boat. Didn't really realise how they're just a complete sort of self-sufficient thing, aren't they?
Yeah.
As you say, the boat's tiny.
It's the tube that actually makes up the size, really.
We're going to try and reuse this with all your zip work.
Yeah. So Ryan's boat has got all the trimmings and it's got some very heavy duty rubbery bits. Hopefully he's going to do the same to Goodwin.
You look at how scratched that is.
Yeah, yeah.
That would all be on my boat if I didn't have fenders.
Right, okay.
Or if it was on your tube because you haven't got a decent rubber, that's going to grate through your tube really quickly.
So we have something like this, but in grey.
Yeah.
Handles.
Yeah.
This is good. I've got that funny ridge, which I guess we don't need anymore, do we?
It's up to you.
Do we need that?
You can either keep it like this,
think?
or we can take it off and put some patches like that on.
So that's the tubes. So from here, Ryan's going to start stripping them down, cutting them up.
All right, well, this is a big job. Thank you very much, Ryan.
Something to get my teeth stuck into.
I'm going to try and get it up on there. Lovely. Engine is in. This looks safe. Let's go. The last ride of the Honda. So now the tailoring begins. She's looking a little dishevelled, but hopefully when I come back, she'll be looking a bit more like that. And less like that. Definitely a leak in that one. Yeah. We are at Falmouth Docks to return the engine, which has done a very trusty service. This is the dry docks, and this is where the engine's going. Thanks very much, Honda, from Freeman's Wharf. Oh, this is what you need, the forklift.
Go on, keep going, all right. Up. Right, that's enough, right.
So, goodbye engine.
Does it need fucking through or anything like that?
It hasn't had an oil change since.
We last did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a lovely engine. Yeah, both keys there.
Oh, brilliant.
One careful owner. It's done us proud. Goodbye engine. No doubt it'll go on to someone else.
Someone's private vessel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at the prop as it come out. It's got an interesting new shape on it.
So thank you very much. Goodbye Honda. But don't worry, we've got a plan for the next one. Who knows, if you end up buying an old 50 horsepower, which seems a bit worn, but with only 235 hours on, might be ours. So we're back at Ribworks to see how Ryan's been getting on. He's been busy working on the transom and he started on the new tubes. If you thought Goodwin's transom was solid before, now it's very, very solid.
Here we are. She's settling in.
Yeah, getting there now.
Oh wow, it's seriously beefy. I mean, that feels like a modern, basically more like a modern construction.
Yeah. To reinforce it, I've got a bit of that 6mm It's basically the same as that G10 board that you had.
Yeah.
And sandwiched the whole of the back of the transom.
Wow.
All stuck out onto the boat with plexus.
Oh yeah, I know. Yeah.
Screwed it as well with a few screws, and then glassed over it with some 600 mat and some combi mat as well. The weave and the chop strand, and then another layer of 600 chop strand. Fiberglass in that Christmas evening.
Oh no! So you're working all over Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh my god, well thank you so much.
That's right.
So it's got a whole new layer across the whole thing, yeah. The old one was like that, right?
It's pretty beefy.
Yeah. You've encased it basically all the way around, yeah.
And it's got rid of all the holes and...
That's what I was thinking, because like the old engine mounts and everything, so now it's completely fresh.
Ryan's really going to town on this. Goodwin now has a very solid transom.
I started the tubes as well now. That's your tube out on the bench.
Really, that's the tube there?
Yeah.
So Ryan's making a whole new set of tubes from brand new Hypalon fabric. This is Neptune grey, hopefully fairly similar to the old Avon fabric colour.
You have to take apart the old tube, template it, then draw around it, cut that out, sand all the panels, then obviously stick all the panels together, put all the strips on.
And those are the cones?
Yeah.
So those are the rubber cones going in?
They're the original ones.
Oh, so that's what makes the pointy end.
Yeah.
They're still in pretty good nick, aren't they?
Yeah.
I guess they've been...
Yeah.
So you're putting those in next, that's
Yeah.
what you're doing, yeah?
They're basically in there like that, wrap round. All of the seams have got an outside seam tape, and then there's a inch inside seam.
So that's seam tape on the inside, that white stuff, yeah. So this is one half, and that's the other half. And they're kind of mirror images.
Okay.
So that creates the chamber. Yeah. So that's the inside of the valve.
Yeah. Each chamber will have a valve and a pressure release valve.
It's going to be seriously high tech.
Yeah. The Seariders originally only have 3 chambers.
Right, yeah.
So I've made that into 5 chambers.
Wow.
I've got 2 extra bulkheads in it, so you've got...
So if one goes down, you've got more buoyancy.
That's it.
So Ryan's taken apart all of the old tubes, measured everything, and used it as a pattern and a template to make the new tubes. Look at that. Oh, seen a lot of miles. Storage zip, obviously going to be reused.
I mean, actually, it's surprising how, like, in a lot of places, it's sort of inside, almost like new, isn't it?
That's it.
There's an old marking, the 1970 Z. Is that a Z or a 2? Well, look at that. It's 1970s fabric that hasn't seen the light of day in a long time. Searider, 4 metre, 2 left bulkhead or something. Bow. That's amazing though, 4 metre Searider. This is like archaeology.
There's a company called Artec who make welders, and they've very kindly given me a very smart TIG welder. I'm an amateur welder. I've done a lot of MIGging, not much TIGging. How hard could it be? Right, so we're gonna weld that up. Oh, yeah. Right, so we're gonna try and weld this up. I guess the other question is, will I burn this? So our tech very kindly gave us all the trimmings, like this very nice welding helmet and good gloves. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to do this justice. So this is a TIG welder, runs on argon gas, and then we use this TIG torch to glue it all together. Got some special stainless 3/16 welding filler rod. Okay, so we're going to put it on preset 5. We're going to have it on 95 amps and fill up this crack. So this big stainless steel A-frame has broken, probably as a result of the big waves. Not bad. It's not terrible. Obviously I'm not a professional welder. Welding stainless steel, tricky. Okay, burnt a little hole there. The weld was going quite nicely, but we burnt a hole here. It's getting too hot, basically, because it was actually really easy around here, and then the whole thing's got a bit hot. Right, we've come here because just next to Ribworks is King Alfred's Tower. Perfect spot for a picnic. Just round the corner from the workshop. This kind of area of Somerset is steeped in history. It was built in the 1760s to commemorate the end of the 7 Years' War with France. It's a giant folly, and there's nothing around it. Basically built on the end of this giant hill. It's very tall, and there's a lot of bricks. So it's called King Alfred's Tower because legend has it that back in the 9th century, King Alfred rallied the Anglo-Saxons here to fight the Danes who were invading. But it's a lovely big tower, and it's 67 metres tall? No, 49 metres.
Yeah. The architect was Henry Filcroft.
Henry Filcroft?
Yeah.
Closing up the hole. So this one's all welded up. Strong, maybe not the most pretty. Also welded it up down there. This is now reattached. All the holes are now filled. The welding is not beautiful, but it is hopefully strong. Right, it's completely joined back up again. So this side of the A-frame also has a very small crack. So I'm just gonna do that as well. So we just welded it here as well. This has been flapping, semi-professional. It's not the most beautiful, but it does look very sturdy, and that's what I'm worried about. Ryan thinks we should add some orange in as well. Keep remaking that bow dodger in orange.
Sort of like a pinstripe on the straight.
Yeah, so it would be this orange against the grey. The strip of orange down the side could be really nice. We've got new oars, so it'll lock in on the tubes on that. Yeah, right, that's going to make getting the oars in and out a hell of a lot easier.
The orange bit of the paddle will sit here somewhere.
Yeah. All right, so you're sealing this whole tube up?
Well, just the back chambers have still got to join the two sides together.
Right. So this one's sealed up all the way from this end down. Ryan's a real artist when it comes to making tubes, so he's working his magic and making magical round squashy tubes from sheets of fabric. This end's sealed, it's all coming together. So this is the joining strip. Here's the glue going on.
Right, the two halves becoming one.
Now I'm literally just sticking the left-hand side of the tube to the right-hand side of the tube.
So that will be the bow. That middle strip will be the middle of the bow.
Again.
Look at that, but it's starting to become a round, like curved thing.
Yeah.
Goodwin's tubes are taking shape. Right, I was just fishing around the boat down here. Look what we found. I think this is a pair of Charlie's old pants. They've obviously done some miles in the bottom of the boat. All the material you've used is all like leftovers.
Yeah, it's all like scrap from like, other boats that I've done.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so
Good recycling.
Yeah, that's
You
it.
didn't have to buy any new fabric. When this is all done, Goodwin really is going to be one very fancy boat. Several weeks have passed. We're heading back to Somerset to see how Ryan's been getting on. Alright, so it's done. Is it done?
Yeah, all done.
Wow, look at that! Oh my god! That's amazing! Oh my god! Oh, it looks so smart! I mean, it looks like a completely new boat. I love the orange. This orange top's great. And it just feels so solid, doesn't it? Wow, look at this. This is really nice. So rope's going to go on here. Oh, these tread patches are wicked. This is all laser cut. Wow. Yeah, they did. Got the matching hoodies now, look. Yeah. You finishing off?
Just doing the last little finishing touches, putting some Ribworks logos on there. Splice the rope on, and then it is
Brilliant. This old bow line is showing signs of wear. Look at that, there's not much left in there, is there? Ryan's making a new one. Yeah, I won't distract you while you're doing this. Look at that. Oh, look at that! The old Harry Dwyer. So that is laser cut.
yeah.
Before you think it's all gone to my head, like it's got carried away, I've not become a complete egomaniac. This was Ryan's idea, not my idea, I promise.
I have to use it now.
Yeah, I know. Look at that. This was always a weak spot as well, isn't it? A new rubbing strake. So this is seriously beefy.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work, Ryan, isn't it?
It was quite a lot of work.
Big job.
It's worth it.
Also, just somehow, I guess because that's not sagging now, and it's just all kind of more of a natural shape, actually. It was a bit more like banana before. Well, thank you very, very much.
Oh, you're welcome, Harry.
I'm sorry for the sleepless nights.
That's all right.
Ryan has done an incredible job. Goodwin is looking better than ever, ever, ever. I'm so used to the way Goodwin was. When you see it like this, you're like, yeah, this is the way it should be. Next up, we're off to Suzuki. Go and see about a new engine. Thank you very much, Ryan.
Oh, you're welcome. Proud to be part of it.
Tubes are done. We're going to take Goodwin to the Suzuki dealer in Devon to go and see about an engine. So come here to Ash Marine in Topsham in Devon. These guys are the local Suzuki dealer. So the Honda did sterling service. After it went back, I spoke to the very nice people at Suzuki who said, would you like a brand new 50 horsepower, I said, yes, please. Now, hold on a minute. I know what you might be thinking. How much work, how many new engines is it going to take?
One of the little racing boats that we use. I'm doing it up for my son, so just giving a bit of a sand down, a restore. Come from about 1970s. They used to race them in the Bristols and London docks.
Right.
There's a group of us that go down to Exmouth and do a bit of rallying.
Amazing. It looks super fast.
Health and safety, lots of...
Yeah, so just a couple of brothers, been in the industry for probably 23 years, I think it is now. We started with a little chandlery down in Topsham, and the engineering and all the other bits and pieces grew and went along from that.
Hello.
Nice shiny tubes.
Yes.
If we offset it 3/4 of an inch, then you can put your outboard bracket on it.
Well, exactly.
Order all these.
So those are all going. I need to wire this back in.
And control box, however we can get it to fit on there.
Yeah.
On this side. Very similar control box.
Yeah.
So we're just going to get roughly there. That's a 360 camera on top, is that?
Yeah. That's
cool.
the thermal. Yeah. I'll film you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. Bit of manual labour.
Absolute beast. How fast does that go then?
Oh, about 60 miles an hour.
60. Ash Marine are very keen on old school racing boats, like this one.
This is my pride and joy. The best I've had out of this one's 62.
62 miles per hour.
And the quickest on the course does about 80.
Wow.
They spent a lot more money than I've got.
Yeah, it's a real art trying to find out which prop you need.
Yeah.
And getting the right one. It's a happy compromise. I think we choose a happy medium prop and see how you get on with it.
Yeah.
And then change it if need be.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, Suzuki comes with 3 blades, so we'll start with that and see.
Okay,
where we
yeah.
go.
Great. These guys can have a brand spanking Suzuki engine. All right. We're in the shed. It's here. It's arrived. This is a big unboxing.
It is indeed the big unveil.
This is a completely brand new Suzuki. Wow. That's a big old box.
Our nice brand new 50 horsepower Suzuki.
Okay, we're going in.
All boxed up, ready to go. We'll unhook it and lift it in the crane and see how we go.
This has got no hours on it. It's completely new.
Brand new in the box. Never been run.
All right, this is the big unboxing. So you reckon it's been run for a few hours in the factory?
Half an hour, make sure they're happy with it.
Right.
You have the dipstick here for your oil on the other side.
Of course, so dipstick comes out like that.
And straight out there.
That's air intake here.
The air goes in there.
Right.
Round it's in that manifold.
And then into that, yeah. So it comes in through the cowl.
Through the cowl and fills it all up with air again. Sucks
Right.
into there. All the air goes through that, mixes with your fuel injectors and bang, off you go. And your spark plugs are nicely hidden behind these lovely coils.
Ah, yeah, right, okay, there's the coil pack. 1, 2, 3. So it's 3-cylinder engine.
3-cylinder engine, yeah.
Water jacket cover.
That's the water jacket there, and Suzuki's got nice integral anodes as well to stop the internal parts of the engine rotting. That's your service port there. We can plug it in and it tells us everything you've done.
Right. Wash screw?
That's a flushing point, yeah.
Yeah, so I can plug in here with my hose.
Eventually we'll have a nice shiny propeller down here.
Yeah. Very smart looking shaft there. So that's a racing prop.
So this is a racing prop. This will be a nice surface piercing one for the race boat behind us here.
Right.
And the Suzuki use the high frost props, which are similar to these. So that would be completely submerged.
Yeah.
And there would literally be running and the blades would literally be
amazing,
out.
just dipping in.
Exactly, yeah.
All right, so now I just have to work out how to get it on there.
Drill some holes and bolt her on.
Okay. But yeah, we got a nice chunky new transom here, so that should, in theory, support the engine no problem.
So what we're going to do, we have to find the centre first. The easiest way to do that generally is to measure from whatever chines you've got, there to there, which is our centre, and the furthest part again to our centre. Match the line up. Generally I do up to 1 inch offset. I'm tempted to go half an inch just to get a little bit, just to take some of the spin out of the propeller.
And it gives us more room for the spare outboard.
And your bracket can go there.
It's a drilling template.
Yes, this is a drilling template, yeah. It just means that you can line up all the drill holes. Generally a standard one is just these outside ones here. Solid transom.
No rot coming out of there. Absolutely. Not like the original one, it would have been all just wet plywood.
Yeah, we're done.
So you went for an inch offset.
Go for a 1 inch offset, and then we're going to step it up by 1/2. Whoa! Whoa!
Oh, made for it. Down a pin, that's it, won't. And then turn to come in an inch. He's gone too far. Up. Up. Yeah. Up.
Look at that. Brand spanker. Right, so it's on there. We now have a Suzuki. It's very glossy and shiny. This is basically Christmas, Easter, and my birthday, all coming along at the same time. Look at this, the new controller. Right, I've put the key ring on, very important. So this is it. Goodwin now has a new engine. Needs a propeller, we need to connect the control cables. These guys are going to work their magic, and when we come back, it's going to be all working. New discs.
There wasn't much stopping power on them.
Right.
But it's time for a new one of these, I think.
Hey, this looks like it's only just run in. In my book, this looks good going.
Worth its weight in gold. Jim's rigged it all, but
Brilliant.
so we've got to work out where your tanks are going to go. Everything rigged up, steering has taken a little bit of a diversion.
So it's basically a really bendy cable, that one.
So they do low friction control cables.
Right.
They've been doing those for a while, and now they're doing low friction steering cables.
And this is new screen up here.
New screen
Can I
over
pop
there,
it off?
Pop that off.
Oh, look at that. New beep as well. Very nice. You know.
And that's got all your data from the engine to there, and from there it splits off to your Axiom, so everything's on the Axiom.
Oh,
as well,
brilliant.
on there.
And you can see temperature.
That's just one page, and then you can press up or down, it gives you different options.
Amazing.
That's it, and then you
Oh
can scroll
yeah,
up and down.
flow total. Oh, this is great. So much to look at, right.
We're gambling on the prop, we're going for a 14.
14.
I would normally put a 16 on it, but you're carrying a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But I have run it for a little bit just to break it in gently. You're going to have to run it in quite nicely as well.
Yeah, so I was wondering that. So I should almost go and take it out.
I would go and give it a few hours if you can.
Yeah.
Break it in at different RPMs for a different period of time.
Yeah.
And then it's an oil change, oil filter, and gearbox oil, and a check over. Are you doing that, or is someone else doing
I don't know. I don't know if I'm allowed to do it.
See what Suzuki say.
I think they'll probably say do not. Yeah. We've seen the video of you setting on fire. You're not allowed to open it. But it does look very smart.
They're great.
Are they?
Absolutely great.
Going to give the engine its first run. So water going in there.
All turnkey start now, so yeah.
There we go.
Turn the key once. Walk away and
Wow.
and we're off.
God, it's tapped nicely actually.
They are incredibly smooth. They've got balancing counts to them as well, so it's all very well thought out.
That's going to be the new noise. Going to get used to that. 53 degrees. Oh, brilliant. Well, there it is, all done. So we've got to run this in for 10 hours before we absolutely cane it. Goodwin is now a very different machine. Next stop, we're going to a boat show. Big thank you to Ash Marine and Suzuki. Goodwin shall ride again. The special sticker, that's a really nice sticker. Look, where are we going to put it? Come on.
Let's see what we can do.
Don't get it straight. Now it looks faster with the stickers on, doesn't
Definitely,
it?
especially downhill.
Goodwin. Look at this, what's she doing here? At Boat Life 2024, just getting ready
final touches to the show.
So we're all set up. Goodwin is here. It's ready for the millions of people. Got the drone hanging up here. Videos. Yeah.
With everything.
Yeah.
We've been following you since we were in South Africa.
Oh wow. Goodwin is looking very smart. It's getting a lot of attention at the show, of course. New engine, new tubes. Old drone. We've got Scotch eggs on show. Goodwin is in adventure mode. We've got the hats. We've got caramel wafer bars. I'm going to have one now.
It is quite different.
Yes. It's looking.
Is there anything left?
Well, hopefully.
Ryan's here on the stand, touting his wares. He's drumming up some good business.
I think I've even outdone myself a little bit on this one.
It does look brilliant. I mean,
well, it looks more like it should be, isn't it?
and that guy was like, he's going to get you to retube his boat.
Yeah, that's it. I had a few other retube quotes. Looking after the boat.
Making sure no one steals the pork pies.
Yeah.
You want to do a photo?
Yeah. Can I take one of you winding?
Okay.
I've got him.
The Highland Haggis, it does all the Scottish sibs and rib outings on the west coast of Scotland.
Already in the back here, look. Come on.
Are you Highland Haggis, man?
Hello.
Dwyer is an inspiration. Harry Dwyer is the major inspiration. I remember the first video of this series coming out and we thought we have to do something like that. We're outside your zone. We're an adventure collective from Cumbria. We took our sibs across the Irish Sea to the Isle of Man, broke the record for smallest soft hull inflatable boat to cross the Irish Sea.
I broke that world record in a 3.3 metre. It was terrifying at times for sure.
So have you got the official world record?
We don't. Guinness wanted us to pay.
They want you to pay?
I'm actually like starstruck that you even...
It is Outer Limits SV52 with twin Mercury Racing 1100s. Depends on the weather conditions, but if it's a nice, relatively calm day, we'll get 120, 130 miles an hour.
Oh.
Yeah. There's 5 seats to run the boat with 2 people for most races.
Okay.
We look after the boat, sort of keeping it clean after races, before races, helping out with all the engineering side of things.
Right.
Yeah, when you're flying around at 130 mile an hour, it does get dirty pretty quickly.
Yeah.
But it wins races. Yeah, we won Class 1 last year. We came joint first of Silverline.
Now this is what we need. It's got a tent. That's what we need on Goodwin. On the Suzuki stand. So I've joined the club, finally.
Fantastic, welcome, very welcome.
Thank you very much. Mark, you're a seasoned rib professional. You've done your time on the ribs.
I certainly have, yeah. 3 round Britons, yeah.
I haven't even done one.
A few round Scotland.
This is the best way to get around.
Oh right, okay. This is how you get around.
My legs get really tired. What do you say do? Hold on.
All right, see you later. Hello.
Hello.
Very nice to meet you. Oh, good.
What was your inspiration to do it? Come on, that was it. I've seen them all, so I've seen you digging polystyrene out of.
Of course, this is very kind of you. I'll promise to be very careful with it. I won't set it on fire. Right, it's the end of the show. Got to pack it all down. Got the trailer here.
Scotch eggs are still here.
Now there's nothing left but to get back out to sea. Now there's one unsung hero on this adventure. It's the trailer. It's done a lot of miles, and whilst there's nothing wrong with it, we have got the opportunity to upgrade. And if you've seen, there's a recurring theme. There's a company in the UK who build their own trailers from scratch, and they've offered to give us a new one. This one's done us proud. It's done a lot of miles, but getting a new trailer is going to give us one less thing to worry about and make those drives a little bit more relaxing. Heading to Southampton on this glorious day to see about another little upgrade. So we're here to meet Ross. He's the boss, and he's very kindly offered to give Goodwin a new trailer.
It's hot dip galvanised, but this really is fresh out the oven.
So at Extreme, they make all of their trailers in-house. Everything's made from scratch. The steel goes in one door and trailers come out the other end.
We have our build bay here. We assemble the trailers on there. Then we have the manufacturing. We buy in the raw steel. And we cut, we drill, we bend. It goes off to the galvanisers and it comes back. Then we assemble.
So a lot of the components are laser cut using a giant big laser machine. You wouldn't want to put your hand under that laser.
James, do you want to show us what we're laser cutting at the moment?
These are just the brackets for the 750 kilo mud guard. 216 brackets there. Right.
So this enables us to fold our metal opposed to weld it together. So this really revolutionised the design process. So your laser cut, so this is for our swing and arm side, and then all we have to do is the folding. But what you get these beautiful round edges, which you can't get on one of these.
Yeah, it feels a lot more kind of design.
It is, yeah. So this is for the rear of the trailer. We've actually incorporated this little tie-down point here. Traditionally, you'd buy in something like 90mm by 6 flat and weld them together. Right. Don't need to. With the laser machine, that's one piece flat. Here is the injection moulding machine to make this roller. We designed it ourselves. It's a two-part process. First part is the inner. We use recyclable materials on all of our injection moulding machines. We do even more in-house, so we're less reliant on our suppliers.
Right, so that just came out. So it injects down here.
Yeah. Most importantly, we can quality check everything. We know exactly what goes in everything. We also fit stainless steel washings and split lids as well.
That's what I was going to ask that. Extreme Trailers is a pretty big operation. They make a lot of trailers, and they've made one for Goodwin.
This is your baby. I'll just move it out of...
It's just so shiny.
We had to go with the orange.
Yeah.
But we've upgraded it. We've fitted our unique and exclusive alloy wheels. They've got a wider tyre, but basically ideal going over rough terrain.
It's like a really wide,
chunky
tyre.
Yes.
Well, it's nice and light.
Because you're going to be clambering in and out of your boat. We fitted the step there.
Oh, that's great.
One piece step folded on the laser, so no welding.
Oh, and you've got steps both sides. Literally years I've been clambering, feeling older every time I get in.
Yeah.
Goodwin's new trailer. Amazing. So, thank you very, very much.
No problem. You could have brought the weather, as I said.
Brand spanking. So the old trailer isn't going to waste, because I know a man with a Searider who needs a new trailer. Beautiful. These are the new blue tubes Ryan's making for this Ripcraft. So Ryan, you've kept one half of this, which is your template.
Yeah, now templates for a Searider.
Goodwin's pattern will live on in other Seariders.
Yeah,
Here's the old trailer, and here's the new one. So we're going to try putting Goodwin onto the new trailer. Is it going to fit on here? How are we going to get it off, Ryan?
Well, we're going to try and push it off onto the frame first. If that doesn't work, then we have to get the tractor.
Okay, off the old trailer. Coming on. Looking very smart. Best thing about this trailer, other than the bling alloy wheels, is for now you can climb in. Fits like a glove. The trailer's all very adjustable, so we're just getting it to fit, snugging it up, moving everything around a bit. Next up, we've got to go and test it all out. Now, if you're panicking that the old trailer's going to go to waste, Goodwin's trailer is going to be very well loved, and it's going to be Ryan's new trailer for his Searider.
Probably going to get some new wheels on it, possibly new rollers. And
You want the alloys basically from Extreme?
Yeah, because I quite like them.
So what colour of rollers are you going to get?
I don't know, probably just black or grey or
Yeah.
something like that.
So now we've got to go try it out.
Yeah.
And what's this? You've got this in?
This is a Tornado 5.8. Build a locker box, bench seat at the back. A few bits to do on this one.
Goodbye, trusty old trailer. But it's going to be well loved.
Yeah.
We come down here to the Isle of Portland and Portland Harbour to test out the new tubes, the new engine, the new everything. So Ryan and I are going to take Goodwin version 2 for its kind of first spin. This is a big moment. Hopefully the engine will run and the tubes will stay on. Trying out the alloys in the sand, seems to be working. Using the step, very handy. Hit a little bit of a snag. Fuel filter is leaking. There's a strong smell of fuel. We don't want to set ourselves on fire for a second time. It's never simple. The cheap fuel filter that I bought from eBay is broken. It's leaking here. Basically, I think the petrol is dissolving this. I bought this nice new one. This is a much better quality one. So life is never straightforward. This is all part of the fun. Oh, you got a nice sharp knife.
Yeah.
There we go. Filling up with fuel. It's working. There's no leaks. Right, repair complete. Started on the button. There we go. Getting the engine stacked up. Yeah, you just engine sounds more throaty. Right, back out on Goodwin version 2. Engine's running very well. Tubes are incredibly solid. Literally so taut, aren't they? Feel really good. Tipping it up a bit. The whole boat feels very rigid. Feels great.
Feels solid like a rim should feel.
Right, yeah.
I believe it was a fort that was built on the breakwater for the Second World War.
We're inside the giant 1,300-acre harbour, and on the harbour wall here, really far out, is the breakwater fort. The breakwater was built in the 1850s, but I think the fort's built at a later date. But it's amazing layers of kind of history. Doorways. I think there are tunnels that go all the way under and down. Also would make a good house. I mean, you'd have your speedboat parked there, obviously, and then you'd walk out. But it's an exciting place. Thermal camera still working here. It's working really well. That's lovely on that ship.
Northwesterly or southwesterly, 4 to 6. Flight to 100, becoming smooth or sight for a time.
Yeah! Right, we're at Durdle Door on the Dorset coast. Lovely spot with a very nice arch. You could probably fit this boat through, but with the new tubes, is that a good idea?
I'm not sure.
This is Mediterranean. It's really rather lovely. Slightly windy and cold, but other than that, the water is turquoise. quiet. We're bombing along here. This is an excellent sea trial. Perfect, just what we needed, isn't it? Tube's holding out very well. Not sure about me though. We made it.
Made it back.
Still a rough ride, but a very good test. Just testing out the backup engine. It's not been run for a good year. That's pretty good, it's running. Weather's not quite as nice as I was hoping. I'm going to take it out, sort of do a bit of a speed run. The Suzuki's definitely quieter than the Honda and has a slightly more bassy tone. It's just so smooth. But it's good to be back behind the wheel again, testing out the old friend. So new engine, new tubes, new jacket, but it's the same old Goodwin and still a relatively uncomfortable ride. These are giant concrete pontoons, apparently from World War II. Well, general consensus is very good. A few things to iron out, got some wiring issues, but other than that, looking good. Tubes and engine, tickety-boo. No, it does look smart. Thank you very much, Ryan.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Successful sea trial. It's an incredible machine. Next stop, Scotland. Hopefully with some slightly better weather. Thank you very much, Ryan.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Tiring.
The tiring day. No, you're welcome, Harry.
As we continue on around the UK.